Good morning guys, and welcome back to the channel. And today we are finally getting back into working on the Shelby GT500. Last video, as you guys saw, I went ahead and did the spark plugs, the compression test, as well as a fuel filter. I got a lot done. So in today's video, I'm gonna go ahead and be tackling the fuel injectors, the oil change, and then hopefully the car will be running smoothly. So let's go ahead and open this. I've kind of already started to open it on accident. So we got the Shelby Motorcraft injectors. This is the injector. So let's get them installed and then knock out the oil change. First things first, I'm gonna go ahead and actually do the passenger side first because it's out in the open. Or I'm gonna at least get it loose first, and then I will figure it out. Got my little guy. Luckily it's on the side, but unluckily I might make a mess of bigger. The body is full. Now that I have that out of the way, I'm gonna go ahead and take the clips off. There's two tabs over here. And I don't see two tabs, but apparently there's two tabs. And it is popped up, so I'm going to wiggle. Yeah. So that's this guy. That's one. Now I have injectors that are stuck. I'm actually quite struggling, to be honest with you. That's the current sish. Alright, got one injector out. There we go. Everybody else, snap. This one is me and me. Hurt. But I got it. I got everything all out, and I have been labeling them with my little handy dandy marker. Like I said, I'm not even too sure that anything is really wrong with them, but I do know on this one there's a ton of buildup. But this is like where it meets like the engine, so I'm kind of like, duh. Engine bay is kind of dirty. I'm missing some gaskets, and where are the green ones on those? Give me a second. Now, unfortunately, I'm going to have to try to beat the rain. So I think best bet for me is just take these off and then pick up tomorrow with everything. I don't want to like get started on something new, but the car is ready to be pretty much put back together. So this is what I was talking about with 7. Let's see. Look how corroded this guy is on the end. We've got all the injectors out. Everything is off. We got the fuel rail off. So we are ready to go and put new ones back in. But I just saw a raindrop, so I am going to go ahead and hustle and bustle. It is about to come down. I will get back with you guys, I guess, tomorrow for just the reinstallation and the oil change. Oh, felt another raindrop. Gotta go. I'm actually going to open it from the back. And here is the new injector. Ooh, wow. I don't know if I even did all that in shot. But this is the new fuel injector, and I'm going to compare it to the grungy old number 7. Mind you, the O-ring fell off of 7, but these are the comparison. Alrighty guys, so I got the new injectors on. Super happy with how this turned out so far. Honestly, it was a big learning experience, not gonna lie. I got everything all in, kind of learned like a little trick to help make sure that they're like, you know, seated correctly in there. And yeah, so they are ready to go back on the car. Let's go ahead and put it back on. I have put everything back together. The injectors are in, the spark plugs are in, everything is looking super smooth, super happy. Plugged up the fuel pump relays and was able to get the car under pressure, which is awesome. But the only issue that I'm now running into for this car is the JLT intake that I have on here. It has like a rubber, maybe not rubber, like a plastic grommet that connects to the emissions line. And I looked at the line and it's not threaded from Ford. I'm not sure if JLT actually provides that. They might, so I'm definitely gonna have to reach out to JLT to basically get that part, or to see if they actually provide the replacement part. So I'm gonna wrap everything up here and I'll catch up with you guys in about a week or so. Let's go ahead and knock out this guy's oil change. I clearly didn't think this through. Oh my god. I'm too short, guys. Way too short. Hey, got it. In the meantime, I'm gonna try to get this guy out. Fix that. We're gonna fix that. The airflow sensor, the mass airflow sensor. This is the hole that I need to fix. Actually, I think this guy can come right out. I'm talking about this. I don't know. It's probably from the filter housing sitting on it and stuff, and water getting down in here, but yeah, this right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and fix this guy. I have a ton of primer left over. I'm gonna go ahead and actually spray over these. Good enough for me. It's actually not smooth right there, so. Get some of this on here. Now that I've got everything all put back together, it is finally time to go ahead and do a first start of the Shelby since all of the new mods. More than warm and ready to go. I'm gonna go ahead and take him up and down the street a couple times, pretty much a down and back, nothing crazy, just to go ahead and see how he feels. Yeah, there's still no supercharger. Alrighty guys, and that was so much fun. It honestly felt so good to be back behind the wheel of the Shelby. It has been beyond months. I want to say it's probably been over 6 months more since I truthfully have driven this car. I'm just so glad that the car is running on motor super healthy. Like, it is sounding 1,000 times better than he did before, now that we've did a few of the maintenance things that this car has needed for a long time. But the downside to this all is that the Supercharger is still not coming on, and I honestly have no idea where to go with that. I don't know what to do. I don't even know how to diagnose it. Alrighty guys, and it is a week later and I pretty much got my verdict on the grommet situation. It's obviously, unfortunately, not the best news, but I pretty much have a good way on how I'm going to fix it or how I'm going to go about it. Because that my air intake is discontinued, I have an older air intake that is actually made by JLT themselves before they got bought out, and they don't have the correct fitting, and I'm like I said, I'm just assuming that the newer ones do not use that fitting. Today I'm gonna have to get a little bit creative. Went ahead and took a little trip to one of my favorite places, not gonna lie, good old HarborFreight, and I picked up this 180 piece grommet kit. So now I have a stash of grommets that'll last me hopefully forever and ever. With that being said, let's go ahead and get this grommet on the car. Okay, I'm happy with this, and the grommet works. I'm gonna go ahead and do another cold start for you guys and maybe a few little baby revs, and that'll be it for the video. So what is next for the Shelby? What is going on? What do we have next in store for this big guy now that we went ahead and did all of these maintenance upgrades? So first things first, I guess, since I'm suspecting that the bottom of the motor pretty much is all good to go, as well as the top end, it's just the supercharger that's having these issues. So honestly, all in all, Bo's kind of done for the rest of this year. All in all, I'm just super happy now that this car is now able to cool himself. Oh my gosh, that was a big problem. Bo is back running kind of correctly again, but he's running a whole lot smoother than what he was, a whole lot nicer, a whole lot better. He doesn't have that hollow sound anymore, like struggling almost to even drive. Like even the up and down the street, the car was like ready to go. So he's definitely running a ton better, and I'm so happy. Once the weather starts getting warmer, I am definitely going to have to dive into why this supercharger is not going into boost. Why am I getting no boost from it? Why is it not turning on? It's not even kicking on. So I'm not sure. Hopefully it's something minor. I truthfully do miss this car. Like I said, next year we're gonna get a ton of seat time, a ton of seat time, a ton of track time. I just plan to be outside, honestly. as much as I can. But anyway, enough rambling. I just want to say thank you guys so much for following along with this journey. It has been about a 3-month journey from start to finish in this little mini series on trying to get the Shelby back together, and we are far from being done. So like I said, stay tuned for next time. Then we're gonna dive into figuring out what is wrong with the Supercharger and why we're not getting boost. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys definitely enjoyed. Make sure you guys go ahead and like and subscribe and comment down below. Let me know what you guys think about the Shelby finally running, not fully correct, but finally running and finally moving under his own power. And I'm curious, let me know, what kind of filter do you guys run in your car? What kind of air intake do you have? Do you run the stock air intake? Do you run other brands or anything? I'm just curious. Make sure you guys follow me on Instagram to keep up with me, the Shelby GT500, and the 69 Camaro. And if you guys are interested in any bonus automotive content, make sure you guys go ahead and give me a follow over on Facebook. There I go ahead and post all the behind the scenes of what's going on, pretty much up to date. Might be like a week or two behind, but basically up to date, and so you're never behind over there. But with that being said, I will catch up with you guys later. Okay, bye!